Hey, Stampin' friends. Happy Thursday, everybody. Who is ready for day 4 of Halloween week? Me. So, I have some fun things to share with you. I think you guys are going to love them. Let me get my comments up here. So, if anybody's on, come on in, say hello. Let me know that you're here. If you're joining us and you're new, tell us where you're joining from. We have been having a lot of new friends joining us during Halloween week. So I am Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in South Central Pennsylvania. So if you know history, you might have heard of Gettysburg. I am just outside of Gettysburg, so in a small little town, and we are farmers. So it's very hectic right here. You guys can't hear it, but there are tractors running outside of my office window. You also can't smell it, which is always a good thing. So, anyway, good morning, friends. So, I've been here every single day. Are you sick of me yet? Every day I've been here at 10 a.m. live to share some Halloween fun with you guys. So, this is something I started during COVID because I've been in person. I always had friends come into the studio, and that was kind of what I did for many, many years. And then, of course, you guys all know what happened. So I had to start going virtual, and Halloween week was born. I do enjoy Halloween. I love creating the projects. We never have trick or treaters. I don't have kids at home anymore. So it's fun for me to come online and share Halloween with you guys because not a lot happens here, like in my house. We just don't do too much for Halloween. What I do during Halloween is I host an online bingo. So I talked about that the other day, but just in case you're new or didn't catch that, I will be doing my virtual bingo, or Zingo, I call it, because it's Zoom bingo. And that's going to be October 28th. So I always host it around that Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, that Halloween weekend. So information will start to come out the beginning of October. It's totally Zoom, so you can join us from wherever state you are in. I don't do the projects that we create focused on Halloween because obviously that's a little bit too late. Usually it would be fall or maybe Christmas, but it is held around Halloween. So we can come on and we can kind of dress up a little bit, put on your costume. Maybe I'll have a little special Halloween treat in your packet. So information will be coming out about that. If you're in my mailing list, you will get that information sent out to you. If you're not in my mailing list, you might want to consider it because the 12 weeks of Christmas is happening right now. I know we're talking Halloween, but I also am focusing on 12 weeks of Christmas. So my friends and I get together and we host this event. It is a series of tutorials focusing on products from our holiday mini, focusing on Christmas products and Christmas projects. And so my friend Mary Ellen, Betsy Kreider, Connie Heisey, myself, Mary Ellen Stites. And so we create these tutorials for you. It's absolutely free. It's just because we feel like we always have lots going on for you guys. We have specials, we have sales, we have classes, we have retreats, we have all these fun things. So let's just give you something that is just for you, just to enjoy for absolutely free, no strings attached. So you do want to be part of my mailing list because that does come out to you every single Friday. You'll get it in your inbox and you can do what you will with the tutorials. You can print them off, you can create, you can copy. Please copy. That's why we spend time making these for you guys. And so we just a little bit of creative mojo for you guys to get you into the holiday spirit. So, oh no, you won't be around for Zingo. Aw, that's a bummer. I mean, you could do it from North Carolina, though, Susie. Wink, wink. If you have internet, you can always join us for some Zingo fun. So anyway, if you're interested in being a part of the 12 weeks, it is not too late. Tomorrow, Friday, is day 2 of the 12 weeks, right? So we've only just started it, but it does come to you every single week. For the next 12 weeks, you'll get those tutorials sent to you. Now, if you are on my mailing list and you did not get your 12-week kickoff last week, just hit me up and let me know. Send me a message or shoot me an email, put it in Messenger because I can get that out to you. Sometimes, it is the World Wide Web. And sometimes, your email provider might be like, I don't like her. I don't like what she's sending. So one thing is that you can add me to your approved sender. That does help a lot. check your spam just to be on the safe side. And then if you cannot find it anywhere, hit me up and I can resend week 1 to you as well. Week 2 will be coming out tomorrow morning. And I usually have them go out about 7 a.m. Eastern time so that it does come first thing in your inbox. So hello, everybody. All right, Judy, Melinda, Darcy, Pat, Thelma, Susie, Debbie. Yay. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. If you are catching the replay, hello to you too. Make sure you comment replay so that I can stop back and say hello and visit with you. Now, one thing that we're going to do today, we're going to play with Pick a Patch. I'm back on that one again. We started off with that on Monday. We've been playing with Them Bones. Yesterday, we did the Tricks and Treats bundle, and today we're back to Pick a Patch. Now, tomorrow is our last day. I know. That's such a bummer, right? So tomorrow's our last day. So I was going to showcase some treat packaging. Okay, because some of us like to maybe make some fun treats for maybe kids, coworkers, Sunday school, you know, anybody that needs to have some fun little Halloween treats. So I'm going to showcase those. So here's the deal, you guys. Make sure you come back and visit me tomorrow because I'm not going to be live. I know. This is what my nephew says. That's what he says when he's sad. I won't be able to be live. I am leaving with my girl Debbie. Thelma and Louise are taking the show on the road, and we're getting ready to go to a friend of mine's retreat. I am so jazzed to go to this retreat Thursday through Sunday up in the mountains of State College, Pennsylvania. And it's her event, and I'm just going like a regular old person. I'm really, really happy to do that and be able to work on some fun stuff for you guys, getting ready for the next month and some classes and good stuff like that. So I had thought I'll just go live there. So what I'm reading is that the Wi-Fi and the internet is not great. So I was very concerned. I don't want to leave you hanging. So I'm going to go ahead and record what I wanted to share with you guys. So it is going to act like a live. So it will tell you that I'm going live. Just know that I probably will be wearing the same clothing because I'm going to record this after. But if all works out, I should be able to be on the comments live with you guys. So I'm going to come on and watch too and be able to interact with you guys, but it'll be through the comments. But I don't want you to miss out because you do want to see these really cute treat boxes, treat containers that I made for you guys. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, it's good, right? Self-care is a good thing. And I love my Pampered Stamper retreats. Do not get me wrong. I absolutely love doing them with my buddy Connie Heisey. We have a great time. It's a fun event. It feels very much like a wedding, though. There is so much work and stuff that goes into making an amazing retreat. Because we want to pamper our guests. We want to make sure you have the amazing time. Everybody can leave their stress at the door, get together with each other, just have fellowship and fun and stamping and eat too much and laugh too much. Like that's such an amazing thing. But when you're in charge, like that does come with some of the stuff, right? We got to do all the prep work and the ordering and getting it in and all that. So yeah, Deb says she can't wait. New camp and new friends. Yeah, because I only know Betsy and Jackie, I think. So there's 30 some people. So I'm super excited to meet some new friends and hang out with my buddy Debbie because we have a good time together. So anyway, so I am going to record. It will go live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. So you can just hop on it and it will look exactly like I'm live. It'll probably even show a live. Where's the button? Up in that red corner, because that's just how I'm able to do it. But if I'm not interacting with you guys, that's why, because I am recording it just to make sure. All right. So let's get switching around a little bit here so that we can do some stamping. Okay, there we are, friends. So like I said, we are on day 4. Tomorrow's day 5. That will be our last day. Boo-hoo. But I'll be doing it again in November. So I do Halloween week in September. I come back in November and do a whole week of lives focusing on gratitude and fall. And then I'll be back again to do it in February. Well, probably January for a Valentine week. So that's my full weeks. But I'm always here every Monday, 10 a.m. on YouTube. And every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern on Facebook and YouTube as well. So here's what we're working with today. We're going back to the good old Pick a Patch, this cute little bundle. And just a quick reminder, That is in the holiday catalog on page 51. It is a stamp and a punch. Last I looked, it is still in stock, so yay for that. We do have things that are selling out a little bit. There's my quick graphic for the 12 weeks of Christmas. So this is what you guys want to look for in your inbox. You'll see this photo come, and that's how you know that it is the 12 weeks tutorial for you guys. So if you have not subscribed yet and you would like to, just comment in the message. Just put 12 weeks in the comments, and I will make sure that we get you signed up so that you do not miss a thing. Now, before I forget, I did this yesterday. We got to talk about prizes, right? I've got daily prizes. And so all you need to do is just be commenting in my video, and everyone's going to be entered to win. I'm going to announce these probably Monday when I get back from the retreat. So here was day one, gold. Hello, what color? Red glimmer paper. Day two was our gingham embossing folder. Day three was those really cool pebble enamel dots. And day four is these self-adhesive sequins. These are the adhesive backed seasonal sequins. So all you need to do, somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to win. Somebody has to do it, right? So make sure you come back tomorrow to see prize number 5. So, all right, Karen, I'll send you some information. May not be quite this morning, but I will definitely get you the information. Also, I'll go ahead and put the link in the video so you can check the link as well. Now, one quick reminder is we do have a special class featuring the pick of the patch. So this is available to you guys. Offer ends on Sunday. So this is just for Halloween week. So you're going to get everything you need to make 2 of these, half a pack of the Them Bones Designer Series paper, and a roll of that new vanilla gingham. So you're going to get everything you need to make this super cutie little treat box. And then this particular card. Now, one thing that I do not do is I do not do your embossing. Okay, that was something that was asked early when I started these classes years ago, was could you not emboss, because I want to use the embossing folder I have so then I can use it in my class or my friends or whatever, or sharing with my friends. So I don't do your embossing, but I will have pieces die cut and all that good stuff for you, but I can't stamp. That's a Stampin' Up rule. So you will need to use the pick of the patch or something similar. So there's your first card. Here's your Halloween fun fold. You'll get the paper, so you'll be able to cut the paper, and you'll have a complete tutorial as well. 2 of everything. Then, because I know you love these, this is our add-on frame art. Okay, so this is a 9x9. It's got a big glare on it there, but this is a 9x9. You'll need to provide your own shadow box, but you'll get everything that you need to do this using your own Them Bones paper and your own ribbon, but I'll do your die cut pieces. All the little skeletons come out of the Designer Series paper, so you can use the Them Bones dies, or you can hand cut them. But I'll have your tombstones cut. I'll have your pieces of cardstock and all that cut. And you would need to add your own gems. So we did use, can you see them in there? The glow in the dark, but we can't get them. So my apologies for that. If you have your own, you can use them or use some type of gem that you have that would coordinate. But this is an add-on, and you can add that to your class. All right, any questions about that, just let me know. But we got to get stamping. All right, let me get everything set up here. Okay, so we're going to create this. Have you guys seen these dies in the annual catalog? Do they have a name? They look like this. I don't know what their name is, but I bet one of you guys does. So you get 2 of them, and they will cut out all these little pieces and parts. So if anybody knows the name of these dies, I usually put it in there, but I can't remember. But I do want to share a couple suggestions when you're using these dies, because they might be a little frustrating at the very beginning. Hello to my friends who are coming on. So happy to have you guys. So what I did was I went ahead and I cut out a white one, and I attached it to some colored cardstock so that it's so much easier. Then I use this as my template to look at so that I know what the pieces are to put them back together. Melinda for the win, Patchwork Pieces Dies. Thank you, my dear. Love that you guys are right on there, having your catalog by your side. So I did cut them out. We're going to work with this one right here, but it cuts out into all these individual pieces and it adds some stitching, which is super, super fun. And what you can do, what I did for this card was I used this die twice. So I cut it out with the bone paper and the boo paper. And that means that I made this card and then I had all the pieces to do a similar card, but the paper will be opposite. Is that making sense to you guys? So I would highly suggest making yourself little templates because these come out individually. Like they're all cut apart. And then I was like, how in the heck do these go back together again? All right, so here's all the pieces and parts. First of all, we've got some basic black, perfect for Halloween, black and orange, right? Standard Halloween colors. Excuse me. But I like to add in the purples. I love purples for Halloween. So I have this piece of basic black here that I went ahead and embossed with this embossing folder. I feel like this one is like something textures. You would think I would know, but I don't always remember what their names are. But it's a great embossing folder that just gives some textured background. Super fun. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take my piece of white and we're going to put this together. So see where it does really help so that you know what it's going to look like. So I'm going to just lay these pieces together. I had them figured out when I first laid them on the table. So I would suggest doing this before you start putting things together. Another good suggestion is to run this through with adhesive sheets. So then you can just peel the stickers off and stick them together pretty easily. This is the most frustrating one, that very, very last one. The other thing you can do is sometimes put just a teeny smidge of adhesive on just to kind of hold them in place. But I'm just making sure I do have all my pieces and parts and then figure out where I need to start. Okay, so that I use that a lot. You can see how that would be. Thanks, Jen Helm. Painted Textures embossing folder. All right, so I'm going to start with this edge right here, and I'm going to use the green glue. Like I said, the where's my silicone sheet? Here we are. The green glue works well because I feel like it always gives me a little bit of wiggle room. The adhesive sheets would work well. Okay, so that one's a nice square, so I can kind of get it nice and even there in the corner and then work my way from there. I've seen some really cool, that was a lot of glue, lady. That's a lot of glue right there. I don't want to wipe it on my pants. I don't want to get it on my gloves. Where's my picker? Oh, here's a scrap piece of paper. All right, try this again. All right, so now I just butt them right up beside each other and you have a little room so this can shift around if it needs to. Good morning, Muriel and Terry. Hey there. So glad you guys are joining me. We're doing some patchwork right now. All right, looking good. Oh my gosh, can you guys hear my dog in the back? He is moaning and groaning like his life is so stinking hard. He got up, went for a walk today, pooped 4 times and went to bed. But he's laying back there like it's just so rough. And it was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous walk here today. You know, Jen, these are a lot of fun. Um, I would make sure, like, I think I'll just die cut a bunch and like keep them in baggies because you get two out of each one. And so I thought I would just start running a bunch of paper through here because it might be fun to do. Oh, this one's sliding underneath. Stop doing that. There we go. It would be fun to do like 4 or 5 different patterns together. The same pattern is okay. You just kind of, if it's really busy, you lose the contrast. All right, that's how easy peasy mac and cheesy this is. All right, there we are. Now that's a little bit long on that side, so I might trim it down. So starting with a piece that's a little bigger than what you need does help. And then you can always just do a smidgy of a trim. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So let's put that on our card base. And because that one is lumpy bumpy, I'm going to make sure that I use a lot of adhesive because I don't want it to come off. He did wear himself out. It was so rough smelling all the things and peeing on all the corn. His life is terribly rough. All right, let's really smash it down and make sure it's good and stuck. All righty, so that's my suggestion with using those dies is making yourself that template so you can actually look at it so you know when the pieces come in all these, they all come apart, you'll be able to know which one goes where. All right, next up I have a die here that I cut out from the All About Autumn. Whew. We were talking about uh-ohs today on my Facebook page. That's a big uh-oh. Sometimes you can't come back from is when you drop an inked up stamp on your project. You're the pick of the patch, baby. All right. Next up, we're going to grab some scrap paper and stamp our little pumpkins. Okay, so we've got some pumpkin pie, of course. One thing I'm going to look at is see how my punch goes. So I'm going to start down here. One big fat pumpkin. One short fat pumpkin. Two faces. All right. Punch those little kids out. Oh, booger. You go the other way, don't you? I'm just going to do it again. I'm not messing. You go this way. Try again. All right. Where'd my there's Big Fatty. Okie doke. Let's do some, what are these? Stems. So I'm looking to see which way my stem goes on my punch. It goes this way. So there's one stem and two stem. I always stamp first and then punch because then I can see to line things up. You could also punch that just out of paper. And so you could build a pumpkin that way by just not stamping them at all. And now leaves. Oh, now you want the dies, Joan. I know. Sometimes it's a bad thing to watch what we do, right? Because you're like, oh my gosh, now my wish list just grew. I always say that things fall in my cart that I didn't know that I needed. So when I'm doing my orders and stuff, I'm like, oh, that's cute. Just put it in the cart. Put that in the cart. Put this one in the cart. And the next thing you know, your cart's full of things you didn't know you needed. Okay, these are a little bit long, so I gotta trim them down a smidgy. So we've got some leaves here. These are done in Old Olive. Old Olive, I don't think I said this. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Old Olive, pumpkin pie, pecan pie. So we've got 2 pies this morning. All right, I'm going to show you a little trick here for a small piece. Like this is hard for me to slide in there because I have nothing left to grab on. So I'm going to make myself a little handle. I've been sharing all kinds of tips this week. So I just put a little adhesive there on a piece of scrap. And now I can just slide that in and I can work with it so much easier. So I make handles a lot of times. Alrighty, we're going to get out the good old snot dots here. And we're going to put a snot dot on the back of these pumpkins so we can put their stem and their leaf. Your stems can go either way, whichever one makes you feel a little bit more like a pumpkin. Okay. Green glue would work just fine for these guys too. But I love these little boogers. They're just so much easier to use. This one's going to go behind there. All right, now we're ready to assemble. So let's get out the Pop-Tarts. Hopefully, if you guys ever need to go shopping and you go into our catalog or online store and you look for snot dots and Pop-Tarts, you won't find it. It won't come up. That's a stamp. That's a Jody Stamp Studio name. So you'll have to look for. I should be a little bit more professional, shouldn't I? Stamping Dimensionals Mini Glue Dots, friends. That's what you're looking for. Dimensionals and mini glue dots. But snot dots and Pop-Tarts sound so much more fun. All right, check it, you guys. How cute is that? Now, we do need to add Everything's Better with Bling, yeah? So I've got the speckled dots. These are adhesive back speckled dots. They are in the mini catalog, but they are sold out at the moment, but should be in within the next week or so. So keep your eye out for those. And I'm going to go with green just to kind of pop the color of the pumpkins or their little leaves, right? All right, card numero uno. Now, don't forget, guys, I'm giving all these projects away. I have a nice pile ready, so there's going to be a grand prize winner who's going to get every project I made this week. So stinking cute. All right. Next project, I might need to do a little cleaning here, I feel. So where's my stamp cleaner? There we are. Got to do a little washy-washy here, because we're going to use these pumpkins in different colors. This is a fall card, so not necessarily Halloween, but don't hate me. Because this set is very versatile, right? It'll work with Halloween and fall. So that's what we're going to do. Getting out that gingham paper. Who were we just chatting? Who we were talking about the gingham paper. Who was that? Anybody on that was talking with me about this gingham paper and how much we love the ginghams? Okie dokie pokey. Let's go with Berry Burst. So we've got our card base here. Did I say I'll put the dimensions in the description? So if you want to make these, you can scroll down, find the dimensions when we're done here. I took another piece of Berry Burst and embossed it with that Basics embossing folder. This is the one that looks like a golf ball. Polka dots on one side, golf ball on the other. A little tone on tone here. Make sure it's good and stuck. I am glad too. Susie said she's glad that Berry Burst is back. This was a color we had, I think it was an in color for a while, and it did retire, and it came back in the color refresh, and it was probably not my favorite, but I'm really being pulled to it a lot more these days. So I was kind of glad, definitely glad that Pretty Peacock made its way back as well. So there's that gorgeous gingham paper. So we're gonna put some strips down here on the edge. So I just kind of line it up here. I do one end, then I do the other end. So this is Pretty Peacock, Berry Burst, and Pecan Pie. Pecan, I guess depends where you're from. I say pecan. Some people say pecan. People say pecan. Either way, all I know is I like the pie. Don't care how you say it. I'll eat it. All right. So once I put those two on the ends, now I can space that one out in the middle pretty well. We're going to get out our dimensionals. Oh no, back the truck up. Back the truck up. I want to put on my ribbon first, or my twine. So I've got some of our linen thread here, and I want to do that first. So I'm going to do two pieces. Just a smidgy of adhesive here at the top just to hold those little edges. Tack them down, wrap them around. Looking good in the neighborhood. Now I can take those and I'm just going to put those pop dots right on top, and that'll kind of hold them in place. All right, that's going to go on our Berry Burst card. Now we need to do some stamping. So I took some circles and I'm pretty sure this is a 2-inch and 1 3/4. I know they may not be, I don't think they're current anymore, but I love punches. So I don't normally move my punches on to the next stamper. I keep them because sometimes a punch is faster than sitting and doing a die cut. So I wanted to do that punch. So I think it's a 2-inch, but if you have the layering circles, you could do that. Any size punches will work. So we've got our little Berry Burst pumpkin here. Such a deep, rich color. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Go with a pumpkin pie. No, pecan pie. And we're going to stamp his stem. We're not doing any punching or die cutting. We're just stamping direct to the paper. A little leaf for this one. And his leaf may come off the page, and that's okay. No worries. So there's our Berry Burst. Next one is pumpkin. My pumpkin is drying out, so I might need to re-ink that here. Another stem for this dude. And a swirly cue. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Yes. Now his swirly may go off, and that's okay if it's not quite stuck on the circle. Final one is going to be the peacock pumpkin, which don't you wish that these were real? Like, wouldn't it be fun if you got to go to the pumpkin patch and you got to pick out these gorgeous colors of pumpkins? I'm going to assume they don't have ones that look like this. Pecan pie one. swirly cue. There we go. All right, now all we need to do is just add them. Oh, while we have the pecan pie out, let's stamp our greeting. So we're going to use the one, this greeting is from the pecan pie. No, pick of, this is a lot of peas. The pick of the patch. And I cut that out ahead of time with the stylish shapes. Now it's just a matter of doing some layers. And once we're done here, this is our last card for the day. And I'm going to show you some other things I made with this same stamp set. Because I was having some play days last week. It was fun in the studio. Do you guys have your Halloween projects already done? Or are you waiting for all the inspiration we've got this week? Beautiful, right? Okay, couple Pop-Tarts on here. I do not have my Halloween projects done. I will be working on those in the next couple weeks, like the beginning of October, I think. I will do the ones that I want to send out to my friends and family. All right, now I'm going to grab a linen thread to make the bow. And then we'll add our bling, and this one we will mark as done. Linen thread, gems. So I used the neutrals adhesive back sequins. I just went with the gold, but I think I might do, oh yeah, gold I think works. So I'm just going to kind of throw them on here willy-nilly. Doesn't matter where, because everything's better with bling. So there is project number 2. All right, so let me show you. I don't want to get ink on my goods. Let me show you some other projects that I made with the Pick-a-Patch. So I made this one. This one is going to use the new vintage folder and then some of that really pretty DSP that is sold out, the All About Autumn one. So I did that one. This one with some different color pumpkins. Pool Party, Cajun Craze, and Pumpkin Pie for that one. The Aspen Tree Dies. And that has that All About Autumn DSP. It's sold out twice already, you guys. So if you see it come back, which it's supposed to be back in October, October 23rd is the date that's on it. I'd grab some because it is gorgeous, just gorgeous paper. And then here's another one with some fun little pumpkins. And all of these, the sentiments are all in that same stamp set. So it does have a thank you so very much. And then this one is probably one of my favorites. This one is cased from my team member, Jen. And Jen is so crazy talented, Jen Alonzo. And this is a vellum card, you guys. So the whole card base is vellum. And then we did black and white embossing on there. And silver, black, and white for those little pumpkins. Isn't that cool? So don't forget, that's such a fun idea, is to use vellum and make it your card base. So I wanted to share that as well. All right, my loves, that is what I have for you today. Don't forget about that Pick of the Patch special offer class. That link will be in the description. I'm going to go ahead and put the 12 weeks link in there as well, or you can comment 12 weeks in the comments, and I'll make sure that you get the link for that, because tomorrow, the 12 weeks of Christmas, week number 2, will be shared. And the only way to get this is if you are on my email list. That's the only way you can get the 12 weeks of Christmas. And don't forget to come back tomorrow, guys, 10 a.m. Eastern time. It will be recorded, but I'll be watching live, and I'm going to share some of Halloween treat containers. All right, everybody, you guys have a great day. See you tomorrow.